Hello, my name is Elkat and today we are going to prep for Artfight and it's my first year, so we will see how it goes. For those who don't know, Artfight is an event that goes on in July where a bunch of artists make and receive drawing and, if I'm not mistaken, other types of creative artworks of others OCs, which is perfect for me because my YouTube channel almost exclusively it's for my OCs, and having a space where to put their lore for people interested in drawing others OCs is a super cool idea. And also I love drawing other people's OCs. My friends know this because I draw their OCs a lot. So this is going to be fun. My objective was to draw only 5 of my OCs, but honestly it's too much fun, so I don't know how many OCs I'm going to be making. For now I have 6. Let's start with the first one. So I firstly start with Summer, that is the main character of my story Elven Eclipse. At first I wanted to make an expression sheet, but after seeing others' references sheets for Artfight, I quickly noticed that it's better to make a full body and then some extra expressions. So that's what I did and what I will be doing for all these Artfight references. And also I noticed that people mostly don't render the pieces because people pick the colors directly from the reference. And if you render it, it makes it harder for them to accurately pick the colors. But that is just what I think. You can do whatever. I saw other people putting a color palette and then rendering the pieces. So yeah, do whatever. Alright, about Summer specifically, I wanted to portray her more insecure personality when she's not a magical girl. So I tried to make a pose that made her look insecure, of course. And for the magical girl, I tried to make her more confident and I tried to make the expression more open. But also considering that people don't know who Summer is and how her design works, I tried to not complicate the poses a lot so it wouldn't hide her design. The second one was Ada, which I find her to be the second protagonist, but you can look at her as the love interest for Summer. I think I was more confident with her because I didn't have that much trouble making her poses, just with the sword position, but that's because I don't draw swords normally, which I should because my story has a lot of swords, but that's what Artfight is for, in a way. Honestly, I thought so much about the story that drawing Ada was like putting my thoughts on a paper, and she's so beautiful. Like, I don't like girls, but I'm not super convinced on her clothes, but whatever. Also, just a little detail for Ada. I don't know why, but I saw a reference of someone eating a sweet, and I thought it was so Ada that I just decided it's just part of her story now that she likes sweets, and it just fits so well. Thank you, Artfight. Ada has 2 changes in clothes because she's a student in the College of the Fantasy World, as well as being sorta like a policeman. It's difficult to explain, but basically she works for the government. She shouldn't be able to work for the government yet, but her teacher, that's John, another character of mine, he's one of the most important people on the government, so he helped her obtain a job. I think the tragedy of Ada's character is of the vibe that she's very confident in herself to the point that doesn't need others, but in reality she doesn't want to show others how she is because she doesn't like herself that much, and the thought of others noticing her flaws, it's just too much for her. So when she becomes a cop of some sorts, it's like a cop detective thing. She's tasked to go to the Undercity where nobody knows her. Her logic is like, no one will remember me and this is not my real life, so I'm allowed to make some tiny mistakes. And maybe it would have worked like that if not for our protagonist Summer, that immediately notices her and just like admires her so much and says so very loudly that Ada is just confronted with her feelings of needing to hide, but at the first time since forever she's being accepted as she is, and it makes her feel some type of way that she doesn't know how to describe yet and is very wary of her feelings, and she's kind of a mess. Let's talk about Ray. Yes, he has a name. It took me very long to find a name that fitted him. I don't know why, but I just didn't know how to name him. He was a former fighter, but now he's a musician, and he's trying to reclaim the fame that he had for being a fighter and redirecting it to his music career. And a tiny bit of a spoiler, it is not working. He's the younger brother of Zoe. They both didn't have parents, so they are kinda each other's parents in some type weird way. For example, Ray takes care of Zoe when she's pushing herself too hard, but Zoe is the one that's more responsible with almost everything. And it doesn't help that he has a very big insecurity that was formed by the countless partners that he has had, which almost everyone was toxic. The latter of them being like the ringmaster, which kinda tries to trap Ray into being his only worker and working for him for the rest of his life for almost nothing of a pay, which Ray didn't take too kindly, and maybe he punched him in the face, and maybe the cops were involved, and maybe he has a very big fine he has to pay, and didn't tell his sister because he doesn't want her to worry more. But he's fine, don't worry about him. Oh, Zoe. Why, God, why? I have you in my head, but I can't put you on a paper. Her design is one of the oldest ones that has survived all the redesigns, but I can't redesign her because I don't know how to make her. She's so cool in my head, and I don't know how to put the coolness in the design. Maybe next year, but for now, let's just use her old design, which isn't so bad. Like, I like the color scheme. I just don't think it's as cool as her. And I finally made the decision to make her hands with a lot of scars and look burnt. And no, it's not because I wanted her to have an edgy design. It's because she has a very kind personality. So kind that it's self-deprecating. Deprecating? Deprecating? Oh my god, the dyslexia is so hard right now. Deprecating? Oh my god, I don't know how to say the fucking word. Let's just put it on the screen. Yeah, that. Because in the story, humans, if they are given a gem, they can expand their magic level to non-existent to be able to control magic, basically. But the magic was always there, so you can't give a human another magic ability. You just expand what they have already. Zoe has the power of making explosions, and with a gem, the explosions are very big. The problem is that she over-abused her ability to help others so much that she basically burned her hands, to the point she can't use the ability anymore. But don't worry, she finds a way to help without her ability. To her brother dismay, because he's the one that helps her every time she needs the extra help. I don't know when I thought Zoe was Hero Ace, but it just came to me, and she's now Hero Ace. Let's talk about the evil twins, shall we? The villain of the story, Mike. What can I say? I'm a sucker for evil twins. I don't know why my brain chemistry is like that, but it is, and I don't want it fixed. He's the only one with 3 full body drawings, and that's because I just made a very complex lore story for him, and I wanted people to be able to choose which form would they like to draw. Would you like to draw a deceitful elven who passes himself for a human, climbing the social ladder, while hating everybody who is around him? Or would you like another version of a deceitful elven that is so close to making his evil plan work, but falls in love with his enemy and isn't able to admit it, to the point that he self-sabotages his plans just to spend a little bit more time with him and starts to underestimate the ability of his enemy because he wouldn't do that. I'm just manipulating him to spend more time with me for researching purposes. Or would you like the third option, that is my favorite, that is just Mike in the ruins because he was tricked by the people he was underestimating and he just self-loathes a lot. He's just like, I fucking hate him so much. How did I let my guard down? I'm supposed to be the manipulator and he manipulated me. It's just so funny. Suffer, twin boy, suffer. So yeah, it was easy to draw him, and please draw him, please, I need it. Talking about people who betray. Who said that? Let's draw John. I think that John is one of my OCs that I have shared the least, but that has a lot of importance in the story, and I'm just hysterically laughing, like, you know the light meme? I can't laugh yet. That's just me, because I haven't shared anything about John, but it's very important. And his story has so much twist. I haven't written his description yet, because I don't know how much I want to share. Like, I want people to understand him, but at the same time, not so much, because the question that I want people to ask when they see John is, was he really smart or just very lucky? And I'm not going to answer that, but can we talk about his baby younger face? Oh, he's so young and so naive. He thinks it's a love story when in reality it's a horror story for him. If you haven't noticed, I'm in the team comedy, but maybe I should be in the team tragedy because my character suffers so much. If I have traumas, you will have traumas. Anyways, John is supposed to represent the justice system. He was so scared about what he had to endure that he made it his life mission to just create a system that would be fair for everyone and punish people who made evil, even though they seem nice. I don't know who are you talking about, John. Anyways, people, please tell me you like the sword design. I think I cooked, but I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, and he has glasses because there was an incident where he lost visibility on one eye, and I think it's funny because Justice is blind. Maybe like love. I should be in prison for the things I do to my OCs, man. We are done, but not done, because I saw that people don't usually add this on their videos about Artfight, but then have like stunning Artfight profiles. So I want to try make a stunning Artfight profile too. There is just one small, tiny problem. I don't know how to code. Nothing at all. But I saw you can add images or drawings, so I will be trying to make a drawing for my profile and hope people like it, because now while I'm recording I just have a block of text that says it's my first year, I'm so excited. Well, my idea is I saw someone making their Artfight profile like a menu, which is very cute, but obviously I wouldn't copy them, and I tried to make a spin on that using one of my favorite games, that is Yokai Watch 2. I love Yokai Watch so much. You were Pokemon, I was Yokai Watch. That was my whole youth, man. I have the yokai watch in my house. I think my mom didn't throw it away. I hope. Let's keep going, shall we? I tried to copy the menu where the yokais are displayed, like when you select them to be your team. And since my story uses gems, I thought it would be funny to put it like where the stamina, I think it's the magic stamina. I don't know how it's said in English, sorry. And use the gems since it's basically the same. And instead of putting like the small stamina form, I put like the gems form. And I basically customize it to have more cat motif since I'm a cat, if you didn't see. And in the center, instead of putting yokai watch, I put team comedy. I don't know, I think it's cute, but I still don't know what more to put because I saw people putting like a drawing of them with all the socials. I think I'm going to be doing that. I'll see you in a bit when I finish it. Okay, so the drawings are done. I just made two because I didn't want to overcomplicate, but I might put another animation like for their playlist and cute chibis walking. I don't know, people customize it a lot and I think that I will be improving it during Artfight. But for now, I just have two drawings. My main drawing with my socials, that it's just YouTube. And then I have the Yokai Watch team that I talked about before. I think it turned out very, very cute. And I'm so glad because I thought I wouldn't finish before Artfight and I have to edit and post this video. So yeah, hopefully I upload it before Artfight. I'm really excited to participate this year. I think it's just so fun to be able to draw others OCs and the whole art community getting together to make something cute and kind, which is weird to see in these online days. My objective will be like drawing at least 20 drawings because I draw rather quickly, I think, and I have time. I will be making a video after Artfight showing all the drawings I made, so stay tuned to that. And if you want me to see your Artfight profile and maybe get a chance to draw you, honestly, just look at the subscribers I have. I don't have a lot, so I'm sure I will get to your profile, but I don't want to promise anything because I'm not sure if I will even get to 20 drawings. Just drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video and see you on Artfight. Bye bye. Oh yeah, also I'm on Teamtuber, so look out.